Okay, good news is I won't have to pick up my friend anymore. Second bit of news is, not quite sure she's my friend, but doesn't matter. Alexa, reduce volume. Okay, so anyway. Oh, by the way, it's Hunjin's birthday. Well, not here, but in Korea, it's his birthday. Or it will be very soon. It's the 20th, and today's the 19th. And last I looked, they're like 14 hours ahead. And it is 10:07, and I have to leave in like, I don't know, 20 fucking minutes, because I gotta go to the bank on the way to work. It's fine. Less said about this morning, the better. But I am mostly ready. I just need to put on my face and my work shirt and my shoes, and then we'll be good. So today I am working my fucking weird split doubles, and I kind of fucking hate it. At this moment, I am supposed to work like 46 hours this week, but I have given up 2 of my shifts, and 2 people have picked them up. They just haven't been approved yet, and I need them fucking approved, okay? Because otherwise, my next day off isn't until Wednesday. Okay, so my last day of carbs, not yesterday, day before. So that was my last day with carbs before I went back on the Atkins thing, because I'm going to alternate again. I used to alternate and I did really well. And, but anyway, foundation, there it is. So, last day of carbs, went to IHOP with my dad, and not my mom, because she's still sick and not getting out of bed. And if you're watching this, Mom, you need to get the hell out of bed. You're not going to get any better just laying there. Okay, so anyway, you know this, I know this. Get out of bed. At least she's in the bed now. She was just in the chair, so. Anyway, they have strawberry, they have strawberry cheesecake pancakes. They have cheesecake in the batter. It is fucking delicious. With the strawberry, with the gel on it, you know, we do for dessert. And whipped cream. Anyway, it's fucking awesome. I had that. It was great. Let's see. Yeah, I need to go to the bank and deposit my cash from last couple serving shifts. Everything was cool, and then my car note hit, and I don't know, some other stuff hit. I don't know. Just with my car note and everything, like $800 in one day. So, I mean, I'm not out of money, but I need to put some more money in there just in case something else comes out. So I need to just do that on my way to work. Oh, restaurant tea. Okay, so yesterday. Well, okay, we'll start with yesterday, and then we'll go back to part of the cause. Okay, so yesterday I had to manage, and I went in at noon, and I was looking at no, I think we're gonna do like reds today. Anyway, I'm not there yet, but I think we're gonna do reds. Anyway, blush. Okay. So, realized there were 4 fucking house shifts up. Now, a house shift is when the schedule's made and then somebody either quits or is fired after the schedule's been released. So, their shifts are released as house shifts. And, sorry, I got a bubble notification. We had 4 of those, which means there were 4 people whose shifts were unavailable. And this doesn't include the girl who sent a message to the group chat saying that she was in a car wreck. She's fine, by the way, but that she would not be in because she was in the hospital. But again, she's fine. As fine as you could be when you are in a car wreck and in the hospital, but she's she's young, and so anyway. So I know one guy no call, no show 2 of my shifts. I think I mentioned that one of the times. One of my manager shifts, he no called, no showed. He's the one that somebody said that he had class, but he didn't tell us he had class. He just didn't show up. And then the morning shift, he didn't show up because somebody had his keys in their car. And I'm like, okay. Anyway, he no called, no showed my 2 shifts, and then apparently 1 more. And he was taken off the schedule. But apparently he called and talked to the boss, and she put him back on the schedule. Well, guess what? We tried to fucking call him yesterday, send him a text, all of the things. He didn't answer. He didn't. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure one of those house shifts was his anyway, but apparently he just couldn't be bothered. So apparently he didn't want to work that fucking bad. Anyway. And then one of those shifts is, I mean, a couple of them might be because it's spring break. Okay, so we have a local college in town, and anytime the college stops, like spring break, Christmas, Thanksgiving, I mean, Christmas I kind of get, but like Thanksgiving, if school's not currently in session, I mean, it didn't count weekends, normal weekends, or, you know, like Memorial Day where there's 3 days, but if it's a week or more break, they kick you out of their dorms. And so a lot of people got to go home, which is fucking ridiculous. It's not like they're going to do, I mean, I could kind of see on Christmas, kind of. I mean, when my daughter went to college, I went to college locally, I didn't stay in a dorm, but my daughter went to college on the other side of the state. And then kick her out in the Christmas holiday or Thanksgiving. I mean, she could stay there, but she didn't have to. It's fucking ridiculous, I don't know. Anyway, so some of those could be that, where they're just home. Because it is spring break. We tried to reshuffle this. This fucking color. Anyway, we tried to reshuffle this. There's a thing on Spotify I didn't realize I could do. And, first you do mix, and then you do, edit, and then it will auto sort, like, for, I don't know, beat or RPMs or something. We're trying that out today. First song it played was So Good. And I'm pretty sure there's a song before this, but maybe not. I don't know. I have a short-term memory of Dory. Anyway, we're not doing eyeliner yet. Did I? Yes. Okay. I'm like, did I do everything I was supposed to do? I think so. Pretty sure. All right. So party palette will go over here. We're gonna do Badass Bay. Because I'm extra, I want to be extra, but I don't want to spend 20 minutes trying to remove my damn makeup just before I go in for my management shift. Just, you know, take a makeup wipe and be done. Alright, so. Oh, back to house shifts. Okay, so a couple of them might be that. One of them is definitely that dude who wants a job but doesn't want a fucking job. Oh, and then his friend started, and he was, okay, so this was a weird day. This was Monday. All right, so Monday, he comes in for orientation at 3. Okay, cool. I put in his information, get him orientation, log him in, set him up with the trainer. All right, everything is cool. And then this whole fucking day was weird, by the way. So then the other manager goes to get him and tells him he needs to do his tasks, you know, like the tax forms and stuff. And normally I just have him do it at the end of the shift, you know, just whatever, it's fine. What is in my pocket? Oh, that's my makeup removing right. I'm like, what the hell's stabbing me? Anyway, I usually have them do it at the end of the shift before the end of the night. I don't want them, you don't have to do it first thing, you know. I'd rather them hang out with their trainer, get a walk, you know, get a walk around, figure out what's going on, you know, train. You could do paperwork later. So he did that. So he came in for his orientation at 3. I got him on the floor at about 3:45, right? Everything's cool. I think everything's cool. And then, I don't know, some things happened, you know, it's a restaurant, shit happens. And so, a shift change happens. There's a big top. I'm trying to get everything situated, getting food out. And then I realized I hadn't seen him in a while. And I'm like, maybe he's still in the office. So I go look in the office. I ask his trainer, it's like, hey, have you seen your trainee? And she's like, no. I'm like, okay. So I go in the office and he's not in there. I find out the other manager has asked him to leave because she had to talk to another one of the managers. They had to have a discussion in the office. And so she'd asked him to leave. Dude left and never came back. I watched the cameras. He walked out of the office. He went and got his coat. He walked out the front door. I'm like, what exactly did you say to this man? Because everything was fine. And then she apparently asked him to leave the office and he just fucking left. That was Monday. He hadn't been back. And I thought, well, maybe he thought he was done for the day. But the other manager who asked him to leave tried to call, and apparently he never called her back. So I don't know what happened there. It's fucking weird. That's never happened to me the whole time I've been there. I mean, they might not make it through training, but they usually make it through the first fucking shift. Anyway. But there's more weird for this day. There's more weird. Okay. So, his trainer is my friend. I thought she was my friend. She may not be my friend. I don't know. So she had this table that they left. Now, it happened around shift change, so sometimes things get lost in the shuffle, and so we were looking to see how long they'd been gone. Okay, so it'd been like 30 minutes from the time they ordered their food to when it got to their table. But they weren't at their table. And I thought maybe they'd gone to the bathroom because it was a woman and her daughter, a young daughter. And it's like, no. I checked the bathrooms and she wasn't in them. So I'm like, okay. And so somebody else watched the cameras and watched this woman get up, leave some money on the table, and walk out before food ever arrives. Now, I mean, that's not great, obviously. But that's not really the problem. The problem was that this woman did this, and then the server went to the table with the food, looked around, picked up the money, put it in her pocket. Again, not really that big of a problem, right? Except for then she came to tell me they were gone. And I was like, okay, well, you know, give them a few minutes. Maybe they just went to the bathroom, whatever, you know, whatever, you know. Let's not panic yet. But then she took the food back to the kitchen and she told the other manager. Now, the other manager immediately started asking questions. She's like, well, did they leave any money? Did they say anything? You know, how long? Now, herein is the problem. When she's like, did they leave any money? She said no. That is the problem. Because someone saw her leave the money. And more than that, we have cameras everywhere. The cameras saw her leave the money and saw her take the money. So, now it's like $20. The problem is, she didn't tell anybody it was there. She flat out lied when not me, but we asked about it. So, then orange. We're going to do a little bit of orange. Maybe let's just make sure. All right, a little bit of orange. See, we are doing a lot of glitter. We're not doing a lot of color because, like I said, I don't want to be scrubbing the shit out of my face. I just want to be able to wipe the makeup off and put on my other shirt. I might take out my contacts. I might not. It depends on how much time I have. But if I only have 5 minutes, I want to be able to wipe the makeup off my face and just change shirts. I don't want to have to do all. There's a lot to take off this fucking makeup. So, anyway. And then we lost 2 people in Dish. So, we got a new guy started yesterday in Dish, and he seems nice enough. But we shall see. I reserve my judgment because I don't know him. We briefly met. I put him in the computer. That's it. Clocked him in. I wonder what time it is. Sweet. I didn't even think about the time, and look at us. Look at us, almost done. Of course, it helps that I'm not doing too much makeup, but it is a morning shift, and I do have to manage. So, I originally was going to do red. I was just feeling it today. But red is very, very extra. And I'm afraid that it would look like I'd been crying after I washed my face. Or, you know, I was on drugs. Pick one. So anyway, Stray Kids news. They have these new little plushes that have voice messages. They're fucking adorable. I believe I'm gonna order at least one. But I'm gonna wait till I put money in my account first. Because, you know. And I'm hoping that the tariffs will be gone by the time they ship in my direction, but we'll see. We'll see. Whatever. I will pay it if I have to. They're only like $23 a piece. So I'm going to order at least one. I'm just trying to decide who I want. I mean, I have a Wolf-Chan, and I have, that's ATEEZ, but yeah. I do have a few already. But I'm kind of leaning towards Hunjins. Anyway, but then there's Bin Bin. I love my Bin Bin. Anyway. So yeah, new guy in Dish. Flaky fucking servers. Pissing me the hell off. 2 people, very kind, picking up my Friday night shift and my Sunday night shift. Now here's the reason. I wouldn't mind working Sunday night because we close early on Sunday. But the problem with me working Sunday night is that I have to be the opening fucking manager on Monday. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to work that night, God knows how long, and then have to be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed for a 12-hour shift the next day. I mean, it's supposed to be 10, but we all know how that works. I don't want to do that. I don't want to take the chance. I would rather just, I mean, I would happy work that morning if I didn't work Saturday night when we close at fucking 11. I don't want to clopen. Even if I'm not a closer. Just because you're not a closer doesn't mean you're not going to be stuck fucking clopening. Because you'll get a table. It doesn't want to fucking leave. Do I want it? I was going to do red. Should I do red lips? I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We have about 35 seconds to decide. So anyway, but yeah, my friend, I hope you hear the quotation marks around that, has not messaged me. The last thing she said to me was, will you transfer my table? And I transferred her table in the middle of a shift. And that was Monday at 4:30. So, I mean, we had plans. We were going to do stuff. There's a indoor water park we were going to go to. When it was pretty, we were going to go to the outdoor park because there's a fucking beach. She's supposed to go with me to Georgia for MomoCon, but she wasn't going to go to MomoCon. She was just going to go to Georgia because she's got family there. So she was just going to ride with, go visit her family. But, I mean, I don't know now. It's Thursday. I haven't heard from her. I mean, not that we talk constantly, but we do talk enough to where the fact that she hasn't said a fucking word, it's kind of weird. So, I don't know. Ma'am. Anyway. Brownie boy. Red. I don't think I'm gonna do red. I don't think it goes with all the bronze and golds. You heard me say that I was going to do reds, right? Reds and burgundies. None of those fucking colors are on my face. Would you knock off? Oh, lip balm. That's okay. Alright, so I gotta go do things and be fucking responsible. Alexa, turn off the light. And then I have to go to the bank on my way to work. And I have time, not a lot of time, but enough time. Oh, by the way, I've decided I'm getting a death's head moth tattoo on my stomach. Well, not really my stomach, but here. Anyway, kind of my stomach, I guess. Below my breastbone. Like right here. So anyway, oh yeah, new song comes out. I don't know if it's today, tomorrow, day after. I don't know. Somewhere between 2 and 36 hours, I believe there's a new Stray Kids song coming out. I don't know. I can't. Time is weird for my brain. Anyway, wait. What are you doing? They released a video today, which is actually like a skincare ad. I think it's sunscreen. It's adorable. They're in Australia. It's nice. Okay, I think that's good enough. It's glittery. It's kind of subtle without being subtle. It's subtle for me, okay? And that's all that matters. Okay, I gotta go. You have a great day. There was something else I was going to talk about, but I was talking about work because it's just a fucking weird week and it's only Thursday. Alright, so have a great day.